Hi everyone and welcome back to SunBurst Tarot, where today we're going to be doing... Hey now, I'm sorry about that. Whatever. Okay, so hi everyone, welcome back to SunBurst Tarot, where today we're doing a reading on Liam Payne and Maya Henry. So I've gotten this request a few times from y'all in the comment section below, and for those who are coming from TikTok, welcome. But I wanted to do this reading as it's like, okay, what readings do I want to do today? What ones do I want to kind of start pre-planning, thinking out? And this is one that's like, you need to do this one. So I'm like, okay. So I did this one. I wanted to look into what's going on with Maya Henry, the book that apparently she wrote about Liam Payne, or allegedly maybe about Liam. Or not, just a book she read or wrote, and just kind of what's going on. I also wanted to take a look into, did she have anything to do with Liam's passing, and if she did or if she didn't, who really was involved there. So that's what I kind of looked in for the video today. If you guys want to, feel free, welcome, join, subscribe, like, comment, would really appreciate. But otherwise, news and announcements. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so using my website link down below. Otherwise, feel free to join YouTube members. There's a join button underneath the video below. $3 a month, you get access to videos like this early, exclusive content, extended readings, as well as discounts on personal readings if that's something you're interested in. So with all of that, disclaimer, remember, everything I am saying is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. No facts here, y'all, just my opinions, psychic downloads, and the such. So if you want to use what I'm saying to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions, please do so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So that's what I got for y'all. This gets really spiritual, really quick. So that's what this feels like to me in this whole shebang with Liam. So without further ado, thank you so much for watching and listening to me, and I will see you guys in the reading. Hi everyone and welcome to the video. So we're going to be looking into the dynamic between Maya Henry and Liam Payne. So I've been asked this question quite a bit, and so I wanted to go and do one. So I want to take a look into what was this dynamic like. I did a little itty-bitty reading on that on TikTok. If you're here from TikTok, leave me, I don't know, leave me like a shooting star or a star emoji down below. But that's what I'm kind of looking at here, and I shuffled quite a bit before I started this reading, so I just really want to get into it and be like, what was this dynamic between them really like? And kind of go from there. So we have the Seven of Coins. The expectation of this relationship didn't meet its mark. It's like we've put time, money, and effort into this, but it's like we don't get anything harvesting out of this relationship. Nothing's going to get harvest out of it. It's like what we were trying to accomplish with it didn't really end up meeting to the expectations. I'm also hearing that they fought a lot. There was a lot of fighting, more fighting than I think people would realize, probably more than what was healthy. And I'm seeing, like, in my head, I'm seeing like Liam, it's like, yeah, he wasn't proud of those moments, is what it feels like. No, it's like he was not proud of the moments that they did fight, and it's like they fought more often than I think he would have liked and that she would have liked. But it's almost like there's just two differing ideals. It's two different ways of thinking, and it's like you're having to meld or mesh the two together, and they just weren't, their communication styles were very different. Because why didn't this meet up? The Five of Swords. This was a bad match, a bad match from the beginning. Five of Swords. I always see this as like, this is a lose-lose situation. So it's like maybe they were doing this for PR. Maybe this was supposed to originally just be for the papers. I'm hearing yes. This was supposed to be very much just like, let's just get you off the ground with someone, see where it goes. I don't believe this is something that was done out of like interest for one another. If there was, it was like a passing, fleeting interest. This was very much more like, let's do this for money. Let's see where this can go. Let's get you back and let's get your toes wet in the sand again with PR relationships. That's what it kind of felt like, because with the intentions of the relationship, it was kind of doomed to fail from the beginning. financial, yeah, because this is an agreed upon agreement, an agreed upon agreement. This is an agreed upon contract with the powers at be, or powers that be up from above, the devil. This was a match made in whatever the heck happened. I could also see this as maybe they met at a party, or she was also one that almost, I think, also enabled a little bit of Liam's alleged use of illicit substances, whether that be alcohol or maybe drugs or something along those lines. It's like she was an enabler to him, and being like, oh, let's do this. Oh, that's not a problem. Oh, again, this is a very contract-ish relationship. This is one that, like, whatever the powers that be from a higher eyes wide shut perspective, it just never turned out in the way it was supposed to for them. It's almost like they were, because what I see in my mind's eye is, we're going to put you with someone we might be able to get you in the door with, to get PR or get people hyped about this relationship. It can cause it drama, it can be juicy, it can be this, it can be that, and it just never took off. People just never wanted to read about it. People just never wanted to know what the former One Direction star, who he was dating. Maya Henry just wasn't a big enough pull for him to get people talking about him and get his name relevancy again. Because, yeah, the hopes and fears here, the Knight of Wands. This is going to kickstart his career and start going up and have people talking about him again. The unseen obstacle here is the Four of Cups. He likes someone else. Or they both like someone else different. Each one of them had someone different that they wanted to be with. And it's like they couldn't be with that person that they wanted to be with, and because, like, they were happier with someone else. But also 2, 3, 4 on the clock that I'm seeing. And again, it's very much they both had someone else that they wanted to be with. They both had someone else they wanted to be with. And because they didn't want to be with each other. The other challenge here, this is all contracts. Ace of Coins upright. This was all about the money. That's not my voice, and I typically don't go into that accent. What? Okay. This is all about money. I don't know who managed Liam. I don't know who people he worked with. I don't know people he was involved with his career in Britain. But that was a very weird accent that I don't do. I heard it. Did y'all hear it? So there's someone here is just for contracts. This is just to get money in the bank. That's what this relationship was from start to finish. Yep, because we're supposed to be out here looking loud, proud, in chart. Like, they were supposed to be... This is supposed to, I think, be a kickstart for both of them. It was supposed to get both of their names out there, to be attached to one another, see what the draw could be for the audience to like them. Because here in the past, Ace of Swords, more contracts. So one's about contracts, the start of something new, speaking new things into existence. Again, this is all about new beginnings and like putting your voice out there, getting you out there. It's about money at the end of the day and contracts. And then here in the future, yeah, it's supposed to be temperance. This is supposed to be... I'm getting drawn to the gold arc here in the back. So it's... This was supposed to be the kickstart of both of their careers. This was supposed to be the golden opportunity. This was supposed to be the golden relationship that was going to bring in good PR, be a good jumping point. But neither one of them were happy in this relationship, because it's like they were both acting the part instead of being the part. And when you're acting the part, fans can feel that. For the most part, if you're not a phenomenal actor, you're typically not going to be, you're typically not going to fool audiences, right? And it feels like here they were not going to be able to fool the audience. They both like someone else, because like they couldn't even fool themselves into liking each other. That's what I'm seeing from their relationship dynamic and like what kind of brought them together. This is all about money at the end of the day. Okay. So, looking at that then, going from that perspective, I then want to kind of look at, well, what's with this book then that Maya was writing and being released here soon? I picked up on a book in my very first reading I ever did about Liam. And I picked up on a book in there, and I'm like, what's with the book? There's something with the book. Was Liam writing a book? And apparently Maya was writing a book. And I wanted to see what kind of relevancy that all has. Was this a coincidence that this was being written at the same time? I'm hearing no. It's like, no. So like this, so it's not a coincidence. But let's see why. What is it? Oh boy. I don't know. I'm hearing like it was almost like, you know how they have the voodoo dolls, and like if you poke a voodoo doll, like that person will then feel that pinprick if that's like the doll that's been made. It's almost like he's looking at like it was like a cursed object or Death Note. If you know the Death Note, the book you write within the book, and then like the actions happen out in the real world, right? And that's what this feels like. It was like it turned into a Death Note. And it's like, yeah, that's exactly, yeah. So let's take a look, though, at why was Maya writing in essentially a Death Note, if that's what this was. Okay, why was it being written? Okay, then what was Six of Coins? This is a contract. It's the exchange between two people. You get the give and the take. This is contracts. It's business agreements. That's a Six of Coins. Why was this the Five of Cups? So was Maya Henry going to therapy at this point in time? Was she going to therapy? And okay, I don't know why I'm getting drawn to this, but like, was she going to therapy? Was she getting help for mental illness? Was she just going somewhere to unload and to decompress and to help process emotions, people, places, and things? Because what I'm getting here and what I'm seeing is it's like someone comes to her. She's been talking about something with her therapist, and it's like, why don't you try writing things down to help process your emotions at the end of the day? It's like journaling and the such. And it's like, oh yeah, no, that would be a great idea. And it's like she goes and then she buys a notebook, or like Maya Henry goes and gets a notebook, or she gets a gift, it feels like, from a family member. She gets a gift from a family member, and they're like, write on this, write down your thoughts, your ideas, your things. And it's like someone's encouraging her to express her feelings, express her creativity, and in expressing the creativity, she's doing it on like a cursed object. And in this cursed object, it's like it turns out to be something similar to what we know, like in pop culture, as like the Death Note, like the notebook that you write all this stuff down, and then things start occurring in it. Do I think it's an actual cursed object that she was given? No. But do I think that she was the only one that had access to what was being written down? This is very interesting because like I'm getting the yes and the no here, but it's given me the sense that like someone else, it's like there was a third party involved. Oh boy, I don't know how that's going. But like the knowing how she was encouraged to write this stuff down, and somehow her writing this stuff down, it wasn't manifestation though. Financial influences on this. The Five of Swords. This is about this lose-lose situation. Was she, again, it feels like she wanted to be somewhere else. She didn't want to be with Liam. He didn't want to be with her though either. And that Five of Swords reversed. It's like from a financial influence, it's like, or like resources, is like, it's like I'm in a lose-lose situation. I don't want to be in this relationship. I want to be in this one, but I can't be in that one. So I have to be in this one that I don't want to be in. But so I'm going to be unhappy no matter what I do. Because, like, in Maya's energy, she's so unhappy and it feels very depressed. I'm not diagnosing anyone, but it's like, it's heavy, it's sad, it's morose, it's downtrodden. And that's her energy. And, like, that's, like, kind of what was she used to fuel this book or this narrative. And she was encouraged to write it by others around her. And that's first, and like that's super important to why this happened. So I don't know if someone took the inspiration from the book to make it a reality, or because like I've gotten there's some like ritualistic type veil types things going on with Liam's passing. I've gotten that. It's my own personal belief. You don't need to believe the same way I do, but I almost wonder if, hold on here. Now we're just getting, because yeah, the hopes and fears, the strength card, this is her being weak. This is weakness. I have to write down my hurts, my feelings that I might have been keeping inside and hidden. Okay. So say when you're trying to manifestation, spell work, however you want to call it. So when you're trying to manifestation's all really about intention, right? And with that intention, you can be like, when it comes to manifestation, this is an example. It's like your intention out there is like, I have a relationship. I have good health. I have wealth and abundance. Like that is kind of like, and like that's your intention. It's like, I have that and I feel that. So what I get here is that someone got a hold of this because it feels like Maya was putting all of her efforts into this book. This is like her raw emotions into this. It's very interesting picking up on the energy of this book. And it's like she put a lot of emotions into it. And somehow, I don't know, when it comes to like intention work or spell work or people who do, how would I say? We'll just call it witchcraft. And in doing so, it's like with all those that hurt and the wounds coming from, say, this book that she was writing, it's like someone got a hold of that manuscript or that copy of the manuscript and then used the raw emotions that were poured into these pages, which it feels like a lot of the emotions might have been for Liam because of how unhappy she was and the things. It's just like you write about things that you're going through in your life, right? And they use those as like someone came in, used those emotions, those heavy emotions, which can be used to fuel power, fuel spells, like that huge amount of intention, like that can be used in a great many ways, whether good or bad. It's up to you, depends on the practitioner, right? Depends on your intention on how to use that. So it's almost like what I see is like her using this book. It's like someone took the manuscript, used the manuscript and the emotions and the intentions tied to this manuscript and like put a weird ass spell out into the world to make things happen that were occurring in the book. Whether that was directly influenced, and it's like, here's the thing, it's like, no, do I think the exact, oh, how do I put this? Do I think like everything that's being told on the news is exactly the truth? Heck no. But real life often imitates fantasy, and fantasy often imitates real life. And with that in mind, it's almost like we're using inspiration. So it's like we set this intention out, and now that intention's going to come back. It might not be the exactly how you set your intention for it. It might not come exactly X, Y, and Z how you planned it, but those things can still happen. And if we power and juice those intentions up with, say, work rituals and the such, things can happen very similarly. This is like a more spiritual type of, this is so... Hi, Jimmy. He's back. He's back. Oh, wonderful. Hi, Jimmy. So this is Jimi Hendrix on the card. I've been seeing him a lot now, too, once I've started pulling this this deck out a little bit more. He just pops up, it's like, hi. And I'm like, okay. So, but I do see the unseen obstacle here. So it's the transportation or the vehicle from one place to another when it comes to this book. Again, what Maya, again, going back to Maya, the intentions for the book and what she intended it for and what it turned out being are almost too. The book was used as a vessel to go from point A to point B, and it was not that intention. Again, it feels like Maya was used in her unhappiness to fuel a book that then fueled someone's passing. Was it an intentional? No, because I'm like, was she in on the whole thing? And he's like, no. And but the thing is, like, she was young, she had a lot of angsty turning into an adult in a world type of energy. That's a powerful energy. So again, the book was used, it feels like, as a vehicle for her emotions that were then used in a different way. Because the other challenge here, the 8 of Cups, yeah, we're refusing to walk away. She's refusing to actually let go of the emotions fully. Again, when it comes to this book, it's like, and I see this from a very spiritual perspective rather than like a black and white, like 3D perspective. So sorry if I've lost you. But with the book in particular, it's like we're refusing to walk away from these emotions. Again, it's like we're refusing to walk away from the relationship. So we're going to keep feeding into this cycle of emotions that are driving the emotions of the book, driving the emotions of where we want to take this. Again, this was a very highly emotional, spiritual, charged book manuscript that she was writing. And I don't know why I get that the parents were involved. I just see a motherly figure. It could be a mom, it could not be. I don't know, just a motherly figure who's really, like, I think keeping her in this relationship she's so unhappy in, but she's encouraging her to write out your feelings, honey. Oh, it's disgusting, because it's like this person has it's like there's a double meaning to it. There's also like there's multiple intentions here. It's like there's 3 layers of stuff going on with this book. It's like, one, we want to help you feel better mentally. 2, we want you to be creative and passionate. And 3, we just want to use this for maybe our own gain here in the future if things maybe go a little bit haywire or wonky. What was going for her? The 9 of Cups. This is also a dream of hers. She might have always dreamed about being an author. I also think how she channels as well is through the 9 of Cups, is through writing. How she channels her emotions, how she channels her energy is through writing. This is Maya. Maya is, I don't know if the book's been released, but I do feel that people will be able to connect with her emotions when it does come out. She's a phenomenal, like what I get here is that she's a writer of a generation. If she was doing what she wanted, she's a writer of a generation. I'm getting chills. Yeah, she's a writer of a generation. Oh, my whole body's going chilly. So again, like, her words hold meaning. Like, people are going to be able to feel her emotions as they read the manuscript, the book, and the such, because it's like her work, like, you know how there are some people when you just read their work, it's like you feel moved. That's like how she channels, how she expresses herself. It's through writing. She would be a phenomenal songwriter as well if that's where she wanted to take her passions into. And I think Liam also saw that in her, and I do believe he might have tried to encourage her to do so. And I'm seeing a very violent nod in my head. So again, she's got a phenomenal way with words. So as people, I think, will read it, people are going to be very, like, critical of, like, the content, it feels like. But if you attach to the meanings and emotions of it, it's a very moving book. And she's just a very moving writer as well. Because here in the past, the King of Wands. So I'm seeing a mom figure, but this could also be influenced by dad as well. People took advantage of her gift to use for their own gain and for future endeavors. Point blank, period. with the book. And then here in the future, the King of Swords reversed. She's going to get used again. And King of Swords reversed for her in the future with this. Look at the intentions of the book. There's going to be a lot of naysayers. There's going to be a lot of people who deny everything that's in this book. It's like it's a complete work of fiction, yada, yada, yada. And it was. This was a complete work of fiction for Maya. But that King of Swords in the future, this could be an air sign who's manipulating the situation, contracts, deals, or this could just be an air sign, heavy air placements, or this could be a lawyer type of individual. But Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra placements. I'm getting Libra for some reason. Like heavy Libra placements for this person. Super balanced, lawyer type vibes that might be coming in and being like, can you write for me? Or can you do this for me? Or manipulating a situation to get Maya to do more things. This was... I feel so bad for Maya because it's like, there's a part of her that feels, I think, really, really bad when it comes to what she wrote and what happened with Liam. But it wasn't her fault. And I think that's kind of something I think we need to be pretty cognizant of, is that it wasn't her fault. Yes, she wrote it, but it wasn't her fault because it's not her fault that her gift was used for evil. Because she wasn't the one that was using it for evil. She was being manipulated to write about. She was being manipulated. It really does feel like from the beginning to the end of the whole thing getting written down, it was a manipulation of the whole situation from beginning to end and everything in between. And it's like Maya didn't do anything wrong. It was the people that used her gift for evil intentions. You can take that how you wish. Okay. So next I want to take a look at... So I did one on Roger Norris. I did a little bit of it before. Again, this reading takes on such a... Everything to do with Liam takes on such a spiritual meaning for me, and I'm not sure why. But it's like there's such a spiritual aspect to his passing and how things were veiled, how things were used, the intentions. So, yeah. Okay. So let's take a look here at... Let's take a look. I want to take a look here at... Oh, come here. Roger Norris and Maya, actually. And then I want to take... Yeah. Roger Norris and Maya. And I just want to take a look at what that dynamic was like. Because there's been allegations that maybe those two were the people who knew each other. And then we'll kind of go from there. So, let's take a look here. Maya Henry and Roger Norris. One more shuffle. The Hermit. These two did not know each other. Not directly. I'm not getting, like, when I look at the energy between the two of them, it's like either they kept their relationship so far apart from each other that no one's ever going to be able to connect them, or they just did not know each other in a way other than just through someone. But otherwise, these two did not have communication with each other, it feels like. Seven of Coins, because there were other cookie jars that there were other seeds that we were planting. And that we were harvesting from. We didn't need Maya because we had other avenues to get somewhere. Because the Page of Coins, yeah, the financial influences. Yeah, she could have been a brand new thing to start up with, but she wasn't the thing. Not with Roger. This wasn't... If people were like, oh, is this Roger's... Like, is him and Roger and Maya connected? I don't believe so. One, I think she was too young for him. He connected with people much older. But because the hopes and fears here, the Queen of Cups reversed. I think if there would have been any connection, he had to go through someone to get to her. And that person scares him more than anything else. This might be her mom. That's what I'm feeling. You had to get to her. You had to go through her mom to get to him. He had to go through Maya's mom to get to her, and it's like that's more hassle than what it's worth. Because down here it's the Nine of Wands reversed as the unseen obstacle. He would have had to stop. This is mama bear energy it's given me, because like when I see it, it's like the unseen obstacle here is coming out from behind. It's not. It's like he's scared of someone, so he's kind of sitting back and waiting. So like the challenge is actually coming out from behind the wall that he's built for himself to engage with her. He's too scared of who she's connected with to actually get to her. Because the other challenge here is the Nine of Swords. There's a lot of anxiety with even trying to talk to her. This is mom. Mom's a bigger player in this than it's either mom or dad or someone in her family is a much bigger player than Roger ever could be. And in doing that, and this person being a bigger player than who it seems, they are. That's why he wouldn't be able to talk to her. Because he's disconnected. What was going from? He must have really made this person mad. Whoever is in Maya's family, it's like maybe this is a past relationship he had. Maybe this is someone he was in connection with, but then that's split. He's scared of whoever is protecting Maya, because here in the past, a Queen of Coins. So this could be mom. This could be an earth sign, someone who's also got a lot of money. Mother, nurturing, very much about the hearth and home, maintaining finances. Otherwise, a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements. And then here in the future, Three of Swords. Yeah, these two didn't know each other, or if they did know each other, they did not communicate outside of maybe like just one-offs. Because it's like, I can't touch this one, because if I do, I'm going to get my hands cut off, is the vibe. Someone's super uber duper protective of Maya. So, okay. So then who was really between, because in my reading that I did on Roger and Liam, there was a female between the two. And everyone's like, oh, it's Maya. It's Maya. Like, looking here, it's like, no, that wasn't him. It wasn't her. So let's take a look here at, let's go and see what other information we can get about this Roger and Liam. Because everyone's like, there's something with Roger. There's something with Roger. And I'm like, I believe you. I believe that there's something with Roger, because I'm feeling it too. But so let's take a look. Maybe we'll get like a different perspective this time on what was Roger's intentions with Liam, and what happened. Or I should say, was Roger somehow involved with Liam's passing? I'm hearing no. Interesting. You sure about that, bud? Okay, so Roger wasn't involved with Liam's passing. At least not that he can see, it feels like, from the other side. And even from Spirit, I'm like, is Roger involved with Liam's passing in any way? And it's like, no, there is something else. There was something else that he was working on. Was what Roger and Liam doing good? No, I'm seeing a lot of smoke, and I'm seeing a lot of sitting back smoking cigars or other things, other paraphernalia that might be illegal. So it's like, so then who was really involved with Liam's passing? Can we see that? Because what we were seeing is that this isn't. What was involved with Liam's passing? And it's like, again, something happened. So who was involved? It wasn't Roger. Him and Roger used to do not so good things, yeah, but they weren't. Roger wasn't involved, I should say, with Liam's passing. So who was the one that was involved with Liam? Like, why? Who was the one that kind of pushed for Liam to maybe go to the other side? showed up in the last reading. King of Cups. Is this Diddy? No, this isn't Diddy. This is someone else. Again, I think I picked up on this last time. The British entertainment industry's got their own diddler. This is someone on high. This is a King of Cups. This is someone who's emotional. On this card, I find it really hilarious that it's Elton John. This is someone on high who like connected up and pushed this. I feel it's very strongly in the British entertainment industry. This is a British man who's high up in the entertainment industry over there. He's one of the only British people other than Freddie Mercury, I think, in this deck. There's not a lot of British people in this one. So I find it quite odd. Why is this? Because of the Three of Cups. Someone pushed this from the British entertainment industry. This is legitimately in the British entertainment industry. Three of Cups reverse. It's like, you lost favor with me, or our friendship was broken, or someone in the British entertainment industry pushed for this. It's the Three of Cups, because you are no longer my friend. You betrayed me. I need to think about things differently, because again, I'm getting that Liam was going to release something. He had something that he was planning to release, and somebody else got wind of it. Somebody else got wind of it, and they had like, okay, we need to flip this up on its head. We need to think about this from a different perspective. Again, do I think Liam was supposed to pass that night? It's a 50-50. It was always going to be a 50-50 because of it was all going to be about Liam's response. And Liam was too cagey or reserved, so people couldn't read him very well. Even though he seems to be a pretty open book, but he's not the most open book. It's like they didn't know what reaction he was going to take, and whatever reaction he had, it's like, okay, that's not the reaction we wanted, so he needs to go. It was still a 50-50 if he was going that night. Yeah, this is a backstabbing and betrayal. Whoever did this to him, whoever pushed for this, I should say, whoever pushed this thing, Ten of Swords upright. This is someone close to him that I don't think he saw. Like, it's like, now that it's been about a month removed, over a month removed now, it's like now that I'm able to see things clearer from the other side is what I'm kind of hearing, or how Liam's able to see things from the other side. It's like, I never expected it was this person. I never expected it would be that one that betrayed me, or said something, or let something spill. Someone spilled the beans and pushed for this. I never expected it to be them. I trusted them. Is there a sense of betrayal there? Yes. Is there a sense of hatred there, though? No. It's like, I understand why you did it, but it's like, you'll be next. Oh. You'll be next. Just watch out. You'll be next. Interesting. Because also here, he was a burden. The unseen obstacle, this is a burden. Liam was a burden, 1. But 2, whoever this person that betrayed him as well, this is a burden on them as well. This is, I'm going to have to do another, I got to do a deep dive on all the guys from One Direction. I've done one on Liam. I've done one on Harry. I need one on Zayn. I need to do one on Louis, and I need to do one on Harry before I really dive deep into things. But someone betrayed him, and I did a One Direction reading, and in that reading, I did how does everyone feel about the boy? Like, out of all the band members, how do they all feel about Liam's passing? And I can't get this one card out of my head, and it was for Louis, and it was the Sun card. I don't understand it. I can't get out of my head, and it's like, you'll be next then. And that's what I keep hearing Liam saying. It's like, you're next then. Or you'll be next. So, this is weird. Because the other challenge here, the Queen of Coins, I do feel that he had a couple people around him. Maybe this is Nicole Scherzinger. Oh boy, yeah, oh boy, why did I didn't say. Remember, all legend, y'all, all legend. But yeah, it's like someone else around him betrayed him. I don't think it was Nicole who betrayed him. No, but she was part. But it's like she was part of the network, or she wasn't. She was she Liam's friend? Yes. Was she one that he could trust? No. You can have a friend, but you don't trust them all the time, right? And that's what it feels like here. But I don't think she was the one that betrayed him. Because the other, and he was just refusing to walk away from a situation. He was refusing to back down from a situation. He was refusing to let go of something that he should have been letting go of. It's like he was trying to push for something, and in reality, it's like he should have just let it go. If you would have let it go, Liam, you would probably be fine. But it's like he couldn't let something go. Like I'm seeing it's like I got obsessed and I couldn't let it go. And being unable to let it go is kind of what led to all of this kind of going down. Here in the past, America, but justice system. Again, I do think that there was an expose that he was maybe planning on putting out. Again, I could be wrong. I really could be wrong. But again, in my initial reading, it's like it felt like he was going from one member to the other member to be like, do you have my back? Do you have my back? Something that he was going to say or something that he wanted to expose. And in the past, the justice system, it's like I want to bring justice to something. But then here in the future, the Nine of Wands, it's like I'm not going to be able to. I'm spouting from the rooftops, doing what I want to do. Whoever pushed for this is going to be something that's like we've washed our hands of it. But I'm also seeing that even though we've washed our hands from it, it's not gone. We tried locking this information up, but it's still coming out. It's like the tide's still coming. Whoever pushed for this, the tide's still coming against them. It's just like, okay, we cleaned up one. It's like, how do I put this? It's like, here comes the flash flood. And it's like, okay, Liam was like one of the, it's like it's like in the flash flood, it's like, okay, I had like 3 ways to direct the flood from going at my home, right? And it's like, okay, so I have the sandbags up, perfect, but the flood's a lot bigger than what I expected it to. So like pushing for Liam to go to the other side was like diverting part of the flash flood to a different part of the like a different part of the stream or like to a different location. But he still has like 2 or 3, whoever this person is still has 2 or 3, like he isn't able to divert all of it, whoever this person is. Like he hasn't been, I keep saying he, but they haven't been able to divert everything, so there's still a flash flood coming in, and it's still going to go over the sandbags, but it's not going to go over the sandbags as bad, it feels like. And that's kind of the imagery I'm feeling here when it comes to why. So that's what I'm seeing here for the Maya Henry, Liam Payne, a little bit of Roger Norris, and who kind of pushed for Liam's passing or kind of pushed him in a direction. So that's what I'm seeing. If you would like, feel free, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want to. Otherwise, let me know your thoughts, opinions, and ideas down in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. Otherwise, if you want to book a personal reading, feel free. You can use my website link down below to book that. I have in-person sessions as well as you can get a private video from me. 2 different options for you with a couple different times as well, time amounts. Otherwise, if you would like to, oh goodness gracious, what is it? Excuse me. If you would like to join YouTube members, feel free. $3 a month, exclusive readings, extended readings, as well as discounts on personal readings. Ooh, all the readings that you can get if that's something that you're interested in. You can use the join button down below the video. Check that on out if you'd like. Otherwise, just thank you so very, very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. So, bye!